Well, after putting it off for almost a year, I finally decided to get in here and clean the new shed. New, relative term. I guess we put the concrete in June of 20, I believe, maybe late May of 20. So, yeah, maybe late May. I think it was late May of 2020. And so I never had time last summer to actually get in here and clean it up. I've just kind of been stacking stuff in here, and then we did the lights and everything, and it's just been one of those deals that I haven't really taken the time to clean it up. So, but in the process, I had to get a lot of the machines that were sitting along this wall running. The only three that did not come out of the building was this 445. That 445, something's wrong with the fuel pump. It's not getting fuel. If you sprinkle a little fuel down in the carburetor or down in the throttle body, it works just fine. 317, I busted the hydraulic filter on the 317 last year, and so it doesn't move. It'll probably run though. And then I don't have spark on my 66 110, and so I could not get that one running. Crank's fine, but it has and I would even call it an intermittent spark problem. Not necessarily a true spark problem, it's just intermittent. So probably the points need to be cleaned. However, that's extremely difficult to do with the Quickway loader on there. So that's just going to kind of just roll back into where it was at. Everything else came out of the building, except what's on the shelves. And I washed the floor on this side. And so this side's been washed, and now I'm going to put some machines back in here, and that gives me a little bit of space that I can take some of this stuff out. Like those tires right there, they're extremely difficult to move because they tend to fall over. So really what I want them to do is I want to just drag them backwards out into the center here, and then wash that side of the building, and then put everything back in here, organize a little bit better, actually put stuff up on the top shelf. With the only machine I have to do that's the 4066. So the 4066 will put some stuff up there, and then I can put everything back on the ground. So let's go look at all the other machines, because I said I would do this. Just in the previous video, I said I would give you a short tour of this is all the junk, basically. So we got the 1445, and that's the F935 that was in a video a couple of days ago. Here's a 2007 X748. Right now it's got the hydraulic tiller on it and the 45 loader. That's my Easy Go, and there's the 4066. And let's just walk over here, and we'll walk down this line real quick. I figured I at least should line them up and make them look decent. So, don't know the year of this 317. This is the 317 that I did the cleanup on a while back, and actually something on the engine's leaking. It leaked on the floor, so I don't know what is leaking. I just happened to notice that, so it actually looks like maybe, just maybe, the oil drain is leaking. But anyway, this has got the Onan replacement engine, the P218, and then it also has the Brantley power steering on it. This is a machine I got out of Minnesota. And then this is the 1992 318. This is a project I have yet to even start. It does run, it drives, the whole 9 yards there, just not anything I have really touched. This is that 400 that I'm still working on. As soon as the grass starts growing again, if you can't tell that the grass is kind of just dead, I will actually put the deck on that I've rebuilt for it, and we'll use it to mow. And I actually have a blower. I have the correct blower for it. So I'll probably sell this machine come closer to winter as a kind of a package, a fall cleanup package, something like that. 1974 140. I'm the second owner of this one. The guy bought it in April 1975. I purchased it at an auction in 2015. Really nice machine. He bought it because he did not like the looks of the new 300s in 1975, so he bought a previous model year 140. So it is a 74. It's it's a higher serial number. It's not the highest or anything. I mean, there's a couple thousand over it, but you know, just runs really, really nice. Just a nice machine overall. I do use it from time to time to pull cart, stuff like that. I need to clean it up because it's been sitting in this. All these machines are just dusty as all get out, and you can see where the cat's been on here with his little paw prints. So 2001 455. I picked this up in February of 18 or 19. February 19. This is the one where it had pretty low hours, but it sat outside. So it still should have less than 500 hours on it. The deck's rebuilt the deck. The deck's still pretty well used. You can see the dents and dings in the front of it there, but runs really, really well. This is my 1967 110 hydraulic lift with my Model 20 compressor on it. Need to look at the oil base gasket on that Model 20 compressor. It looks like it's leaking everywhere. I do have a replacement tank on this Model 20 compressor. I actually have a tank that I would like to switch everything over to if I ever get around to painting it. This 110 right here, I have a video on. If you want to go back and look at it, I bought this in December of 2013 from a gentleman in Florida. His dad bought it new. So I am the, I guess, technically third person to own it. It is all original. I have all the receipts up until about 2001 on it. Pretty cool story. Really like it overall. You know, exactly how it came, aside from the air compressor, it is exactly how it came when I bought it, and I haven't really done much to it. This is a 1967 112 hydraulic lift that I have a Johnson Model 10 loader on. This machine's been in a couple videos. You do use it from time to time. I probably don't necessarily need to keep this machine anymore, but I do really like it. I've had this machine since 2014, I believe. Sometime in 2014, I bought this one. The loader I bought in October of 2013. Maybe I've had that since 2013. Maybe I've had it since 2013. I can't remember. And then we have, I know I've had this one since 2014. This is a 1965 110. Guy that had it before me, actually, I'm probably doing a disservice as dirty as it is. It was in pristine shape before me. It does have a Model 7 sprayer on it. The Model 7 sprayer would work if I actually put a pulley on it or a belt on it. Other than that, because I have tried it out before, but that is what that machine is set up as. I don't keep batteries in any of these machines. That's why the hood was open. A lot of times when it comes to moving around, I just hook up a battery cable and or jumper cables and a battery, and just carry the battery with me as I move them. This right here is a late 1960s Power King. I kind of use this to beat around the yard in every now and then. I don't use it very much. My grandfather had one when I was he had a Jim Dandy when I was growing up. And I had one a while back, and regretfully I sold it in late 2013 to purchase the X748, the 2007 X748 that you saw earlier. I just really needed to sell it because I needed that last little bit of money to get the X748. So I regretfully sold that one. So after we moved to the current place, I think I bought this one in 2017. So I've had this one since 2017. I don't do a whole lot with it. And then this is a 1964 110 with a 406 Haben sickle bar mower on it. Purchased this in July of 18, maybe. I think July of 18, maybe July of 17. It runs okay. It smokes. It doesn't have the original. It doesn't have the correct engine in it, or the block in it. It is a K181, but it doesn't have the right block in it for a 64. But the sickle bar mower does work. It needs some ledger plates and stuff like that, or it just needs a couple things, but you know, it's functional as it is. So that's one of those things that maybe one day if I ever need it, you know, I'll do something about it. But for right now, I'm not going to do anything about it because I don't really need it. So those are all the machines that were in this building. And actually, I need to go ahead and start putting these machines back in the building, because if I don't, it'll be dark and I'm out here trying to crank them, and the bugs will be out. So if you have questions, comments about any of these machines, leave them below. I will we'll carry on with this video when I start cleaning out the actual shop. I'll clean out the shop next, which it's still got the X758s in there right now, along with the 88-318 and a couple other things. So I'll work on that, but I'm going to get all these machines back in the building, get them packed in there nice and tight, and that way they kind of fill up the one side, and then start getting all the crap back in there, and so I can call it a night. If I'm done before 11 o'clock tonight, I'll be shocked. So if you have questions, comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching.